While Tesla and Toyota post record profits, a starkly different reality is unfolding across other dealership lots. 7 car brands are hemorrhaging customers so fast their vehicles are selling for pocket change. Just last month, dealerships reported inventory sitting for over 180 days, unheard of in today's market. These once mighty automakers are now slashing prices by 40% just to move metal off their lots. There was a time when Nissan meant reliability and innovation. The Nissan Z helped define Japanese sports cars. Their hardworking pickup trucks were legendary. The Maxima was once proudly called the 4-door sports car. Today Nissan resembles a fading rock star, desperately trying to recapture former glory while alienating the very fans who built its reputation. The single biggest factor in Nissan's downfall is their catastrophic bet on CVT transmissions. What started as a fuel efficiency play turned into a reliability nightmare that has destroyed owner confidence across virtually every model, from the Sentra to the Rogue to the Altima. Online forums and owner groups are filled with identical horror stories about transmissions shuddering, slipping, and failing catastrophically around 60,000 miles, often just as the warranty expires. This isn't isolated. It's a pattern that has defined the brand for over a decade, creating a pervasive sense of distrust. The quality control issues extend far beyond transmissions. Owners report chronic electrical gremlins, interior materials that crack and fade prematurely, and paint quality concerns spanning multiple model years. The Sentra, once a paragon of reliable compact transportation, now consistently ranks near the bottom in major reliability surveys. Perhaps most telling is how former Nissan loyalists are now leading the exodus. One YouTube review by a 20-year Nissan owner, titled "Why My Last Nissan Is My Last Nissan," racked up over 2 million views. When your most loyal customers become your most vocal critics, you are in serious, existential trouble. Chevrolet, once American driveways. The bow tie emblem was a universal symbol of national pride and reliable transportation for generations. From the iconic Impala to the revolutionary Corvette, Chevrolet didn't just sell cars, it defined American automotive culture. Now the brand is experiencing a loyalty collapse so severe, it has General Motors executives panicking. Chevrolet made a strategic decision to abandon the sedan segment, betting everything on higher-margin trucks and SUVs. While this made sense on a spreadsheet, the execution has been disastrous. Models like the Malibu have been left to rot on lots. Dealers report Malibus sitting unsold for over 150 days, 5 months of inventory gathering dust and hemorrhaging value. This move didn't just kill a car line, it told a huge segment of loyal, practical buyers to look elsewhere. Even Chevrolet's bread and butter, the mighty Silverado, is seeing loyalty evaporate. With average transaction prices now approaching a staggering $52,000, buyers are doing the math and, honestly, questioning whether they're genuinely getting that much truck. The answer, increasingly, is no. Conquest sales for the Ford F-150 and Ram 1500 have reached all-time highs, directly poaching Chevy's core audience. Industry tracking data reveals an even more damning trend. Early trade-ins have become an epidemic among Chevrolet owners. After the diesel scandal, Volkswagen promised a clean slate. They pledged billions toward electric vehicles, committed to radical transparency, and swore to regain American trust. But 5 years later that grand comeback has utterly failed to materialize, leaving Volkswagen struggling to maintain even basic relevance in the critical U.S. market. Recall fatigue has permanently damaged consumer trust. Since 2018, Volkswagen has issued over 45 separate recalls across its model range. Some vehicles have been recalled multiple times for the same issue. Owners now report feeling like unpaid quality control testers rather than valued customers, a sentiment that destroys brand loyalty from the inside out. Volkswagen's electric ID models were supposed to generate excitement and lead this renaissance. Instead, they've been met with, honestly, a collective shrug. The ID.4 sits on lots nearly twice as long as the Tesla Model Y or the Ford Mustang Mach-E. Dealers report a frustrating pattern. Customers test drive the ID.4, are intrigued by the technology, but leave to purchase a competitor's vehicle. U.S. sales have consistently missed targets despite a massive marketing investment, an estimated $340 million last year, while sales actually declined 2.7% in a market that grew 4.1%. The marketing dollars are producing diminishing returns. Buick used to represent the very idea of attainable luxury. It was the sensible stepping stone to Cadillac, nice enough to show you it arrived, but practical enough to seem prudent. Today, Buick has become the brand buyers literally forget exists when listing car manufacturers. It is fading into obscurity in plain sight. The demographic reality is an existential threat. Industry data shows the average Buick purchaser is now 66 years old, the oldest of any non-luxury brand. This creates a ticking time bomb as these buyers inevitably age out of the market. Younger consumers are completely unaware of Buick's current lineup. In brand recognition tests, consumers under 35 could identify the logo but could not name a single current model, often citing discontinued names like the Regal. Mitsubishi once pioneered affordable performance and innovation. The Eclipse was a tuner favorite, the Lancer Evolution created a cult following, and the Montero showed SUVs could be genuinely capable. Those glory days are a distant memory. Today, Mitsubishi is performing a slow-motion disappearing act from the American landscape. The most obvious symptom is an utterly outdated lineup that makes competitors look futuristic. The average Mitsubishi platform is over 8 years old, which is, honestly, an eternity in auto years. While rivals flood the market with hybrids and EVs, Mitsubishi soldiers on, with aging powertrains and last-generation technology, offering no compelling reason to choose it over a dozen better alternatives. Chrysler built the American automotive dream. From the elegant 300-letter series cars of the 1950s to the minivan revolution of the 1980s, this was a brand that repeatedly reinvented American mobility. Today, this storied mark is down to just 2 models, and, well, appears to be facing its final chapter. The contraction is staggering. From a full portfolio spanning sedans, coupes, convertibles, and minivans, the entire Chrysler lineup now consists of just the aging 300 sedan, already announced for discontinuation, and the Pacifica minivan, a brand that once competed across the market, has been reduced to a single niche player. Infiniti was supposed to be Japan's definitive answer to BMW. Launching back in 1989, it promised this thrilling combination of performance luxury and, of course, Japanese reliability. For a time it actually worked, but today, Infiniti stands as luxury's greatest disappointment, experiencing a collapse so complete it should honestly terrify any potential buyer. The numbers tell a brutal story. Back in 2005, Infiniti captured about 8% of the US luxury market. Today, that share has collapsed to just 2.3%, a catastrophic 70% decline during a period when the overall luxury market actually grew. For perspective, Infiniti now sells fewer vehicles annually than Porsche. It has gone from competitor to, well, afterthought. In a final admission of failure, Infiniti's luxury positioning has collapsed to the point where it now competes solely on price with mainstream brands. Dealers regularly discount vehicles by $10,000 to $15,000 below MSRP just to generate a bit of foot traffic. When a luxury brand has to sell at Honda prices and still can't move inventory, it has fundamentally failed. The reasons are clear: inconsistent product planning, a total whiff on the electric transition, a confused design language, and, most critically, products that simply do not deliver the premium experience their badges promise. Infiniti's fall is, honestly, a masterclass in how to destroy a luxury brand. So, there you have it. 7 automotive giants in freefall, their reputations crumbling and their futures hanging by a thread. This collapse signals a fundamental permanent shift in how consumers view cars, value, and brand promises. The days of blind brand loyalty are over. Today's savvy buyers demand substance behind the marketing, reliability, resale value, and a dignified ownership experience. What's most striking is how these brands continue to charge premium prices while delivering increasingly compromised products. They are banking on consumers not doing their research, on not understanding depreciation curves, and on the fading power of a nameplate to carry them through present mediocrity. But smart buyers are seeing through this facade. The automotive landscape is changing forever. Legacy names no longer guarantee quality or value. The winners will be the brands that consistently deliver on their promises. The losers will be anyone who buys from these 7 fading empires without understanding the grim reality behind the fading badge. Choose wisely. Was this collapse predictable? Which brand's downfall surprised you the most? Drop your thoughts in the comments. The future of these companies depends on whether buyers like you will give them another chance.